'Cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me loyalty. 'Cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, calling me. They'll be calling me royalty.
Hello guys, so today I'm going to talk about Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. Probably the best animated movie I've seen in years. It's so good, man. Like, just what they do with the fairy tale characters like Goldilocks and the Three Bears. The wolf was basically deaf. It's just done so well, man. Like, wow. Such a great film. Like, I can't imagine this. I don't even know what to say. I'm just so speechless from this movie. I didn't realize it was going to be this good because I didn't even know it existed at first too, because I know that Puss in Boots had all these shows afterwards that were probably just like average just for kids, but then I didn't even know there was a new movie that came out in 2022. This would have been in my top 10 movies of 2022, probably in the top 5 or top 3. Like, I had no idea this even came out. Like, damn, I missed out. I mean the movie hasn't even fully came out in UK yet. I don't know if it's already came out in America, probably, but in the UK this movie's not even out yet, so that's why I didn't know about it. Like, it's not even out in the UK until February. Like, we have to wait that long to see this movie where, let's just say, I had another way to watch it, so yeah, it's a really good film. Yeah, it's really good. Like, wow. This is like Shrek 2 level. Like, it's that good. Yeah, if you haven't watched it, go watch it now, then come back and watch this review. Like, I recommend it. You just go watch it. And yeah, it's a bit dark in this room because, let's just say I've got no lights on. I just finished doing a stream on my main channel, my Walk Universe channel, so yeah. But yeah, this movie, like, wow. Probably get the best character development in all of Shrek, in my opinion. With Puss in Boots being someone who thought he was invincible, because he's basically a cat, and the myth is that cats have 9 lives. And Puss in Boots actually has had 9 lives, but when he gets to his final life, for the first time, he actually feels fear when he meets Death, who comes to, I guess, take his final life. And even the audience, like us, actually feel the fear that he feels, because we've seen like Puss in Boots being so confident for all his time in the Shrek franchise from 2 to now. And then this is the first person to actually put fear in him, especially when he's the first person who actually cuts him, because no one's ever actually cut Puss in Boots, and then when you actually see blood drip down from his face, like, my god, just the presence of the wolf is just crazy, man. Oh my god. Then you got the stuff with Goldilocks, which we'll get to, because mainly the main goal in this movie is for Puss in Boots to find this thing that can give him a wish. So he'd basically wish for all of his lives to come back. Like, that's what he wants to do. And then that female cat from the other movie kind of comes back, and she wants a wish as well. But I'll get into that. And then there's that cute dog, I guess, who's just like been for like the worst. Like, my god, like, just finding out his origin story, I'm just like, damn. And he makes a joke about it too, like, damn. And when he actually gets to the story, like, he actually interacts with the story too, like with trying to achieve their goal. Just the way how they do it, it's really interesting. Yeah. But yeah, so because the movie basically starts off with Puss in Boots just using like his 7th life or 8th life. He basically fighting this giant monster. He basically defeats it, but like a part of it kind of falls on Puss in Boots, or was it like the bell or something? Yeah, and it basically ends up killing him. And then he wakes up to find out that he's on his last life. But even after finding out that news, I mean, he doesn't exactly know that he's actually on his last life. He just thinks, like, maybe I still have a lot of other lives. But yeah, he's basically still not scared until he goes to like the pub and meets this guy who wants to actually fight him. And that's when everything that I just said before with Death actually happens, and for the first time he feels fear. And it was crazy to see that in Puss in Boots for the first time. Yeah. To the point where he fakes his own death and basically goes to like a cat retirement home, basically. That's how they play it. And then he goes like a mustache and everything. A beard, yeah. And then Goldilocks and the three bears basically find him, trying to find Puss in Boots, but they don't really have any. They basically can't find him. Even when they actually do find him, they don't recognize him because he has the beard and everything. Because he's just completely let go to who he used to be. He tried to retire to get away from all the danger because he doesn't want to waste his last life just by getting killed by someone like Death. Like, just, oh my god, like, he's probably like one of the most scariest things I've seen in an animated film or TV show, because Courage the Cowardly Dog holds the crown for the most scariest stuff I've seen in anything, man. Oh my god. And this is like on that level. But I wouldn't say it would scare me of my current age, but I actually felt the fear that, Puss in Boots felt, and watching that as a kid, man, I'd probably be scared of this guy. My god, I'd have nightmares of this guy. Like, that's how good the villain is in this movie. I mean, there's kind of like 3 villains. 6? 5? I mean, if you count the 3 bears, they're kind of like a gangster mafia kind of group trying to build like some rep and stuff. Just the way how they act is so UK basically, and the way how Goldilocks is and everything. It's like they're a gang and they're basically trying to get a wish to achieve what Goldilocks wants. I mean, I think she pretends it's to help them all, but really she kind of wants her. She basically wants to have like a proper family because she's an orphan, and it was the 3 bears that took her in and looks after her, and you kind of know the whole story from nursery and stuff. So yeah, yeah, and I kind of make a lot of jokes out of that too. Yeah, but even Goldilocks gets a lot of character development, like to truly make you care with some of the stuff, because basically when they find out that the reason why she wants to do this is to get a real family instead of not realizing that that's her family, the bears are her family, and they'd do anything for her. Because even after finding out, they'd still be willing to help her achieve her goal, and that's, to me, that's true family, man. Yeah, and she realizes that at the end. Yeah, and then you've got this other villain who you could say is the main villain, but Death. He has the most biggest presence in this film, like the main character as well. So to me, he's the main villain. Even though what Jack's trying to do could affect possibly the whole, world. Because basically, I don't really know much about Jack from nursery. I didn't really hear much about him. I was more like hearing about Pinocchio, and I kind of make a joke out of that. Like, people care more about Pinocchio than this Jack guy, who sucks his thumb and stuff. Yeah, people didn't really care about him, so that just makes him like a spoiled or something and jealous. And he ends up becoming like a awful person, and you have this kind of conscience kind of fly thing who keeps telling him how bad of a person he is, and it's just oh my god, like this movie, man, it's just so smart with how they do things in this movie. And I just don't want to say too much, man. I've already said enough. And the dog, literally, well, his name's Perito, but he basically surpasses Donkey. And Donkey, like, he's such a great ally to Shrek, and everything he does for him, always being there for him. But Perito, like, let's just say he goes a step further from Donkey. Like, he has the qualities of Donkey, where he starts off as really annoying, but then becomes such a great ally. But then they even add more to Perito, with him having comfort for Puss in Boots, because he's just going through. He's basically at a point where he's having a heart attack, and the dog's there to comfort him. And it's just what to do with him, man. It's like probably the nicest character I've seen in an animated movie. Yeah, because even though like the world treats him like crap, like he's always so nice. Yeah, and just some of the comedic moments where basically the characters are swearing, like they bleep it as well. Like I'm just like, damn, this is funny. Yeah. And when they get to the final part, when they're fighting Jack, and everyone's helping to take him down, and then Death comes at the same time, it's just, the finale's pretty good, man. I mean, I still prefer Shrek 2's finale, but this finale, oh my god, probably second place of best animated movie finales, man. Oh my god, so good. Yeah. And if you've watched it, then I'm just not going to spoil how it ends anyway, of how that goes anyway, because I'm kind of surprised with how it actually does end. But yeah, if you haven't watched it, I'm not going to say it. Yeah, you'll see for yourself. But yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with this movie, especially by the end. Like, wow, it was a really good film. I'm so surprised. Yeah, because before watching it, I wanted to rewatch the first 2 Shrek movies, especially the one that that basically introduces, you know, Puss in Boots, and then watch his first movie, and then there's this movie now. Yeah, like just watching those 4 movies alone, wow, that was a good day. That's what I'm gonna say. You get to watch the 2 best Shrek movies, and then watching the first Puss in Boots, and then this, the best animated movie in years. Thank you, man. Thanks for making this. Thanks for actually putting care into an animated movie, because we haven't seen something like this for a long time, man. Yeah, for me, since Inside Out. Yeah, I mean, there probably has been some decent animated movies, but not on this level. Not like basically Shrek 2 level. So yeah, and I'm just gonna end the review here. We recommend you watch it. Appreciate if you can leave a like. I'll see you in the next one, and peace.